Welcome back, welcome back. Um, Hope you guys are feeling right, doing good, all that good stuff. Um, so I'm watching a video of these guys I used to watch because I'm trying to watch more funny stuff, but stuff that's entertaining and educational. So I used to watch these two guys called ABBA and Preach, and they're like, I don't know. Like, they're very funny. They say a lot of real things. Um, they try not to, I don't know. They go about things a certain way, and I like it. They try to be respectful. They give insights on their life and little things. They don't get too deep in nothing. But sometimes they do, and they have a good relationship with their audience. I was a part of that audience for quite some time. Never really interacting or anything, just watching, enjoying the show. And they're doing this thing on somebody, which I would It's really funny because I said I didn't call this person out particularly, but I did. I said, you YouTubing ass niggas that be stealing my boy Kev Samuel shit, y'all gonna start going down. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it bad. So I'm watching this video of this woman being exposed, and it's like, entertaining in a way, but I feel bad for her because she, like, I seen this woman on multiple different podcasts on like the white version of YouTube or whatever, and I never seen her before, right? And when Kevin died, all the people, not all the people, but people started to say the things he said and steal his information and say it the way they wanted to say it, but still they know where they stole the shit from. And like Fresh and Fit got caught for it. They have their what's a high value man list, which it's so fucking stupid and pathetic. Kevin's was so much more responsible and actually make you a grown man with some substance. Plus, Kev brought up the Lord a lot. So, but anyway, I've been waiting for some of his haters to fall because it's not right to steal someone's material and then mix it up to some dumb shit that ain't even making sense. Like, if you're gonna steal a dude's material, push it. Push what he was pushing. Don't push it to some dumb shit. Anyway, so I was watching that, and they were just ripping fresh and Fit apart, exposing them about their list, and that led to this video of this white woman getting exposed, and I knew her day was coming because she used to go on shows like that, Fresh and Fit. Little alpha male shows, all these, YouTube red pill ass niggas and all that shit I be talking about. Like, I watch many different things. I like to know the sides of life because I met many different people. You gain knowledge no matter where you go. So, as I'm watching this, and they're not roasting her. It's some other little cute white girl or whatever. I don't know what she do, but I seen her little face before, and I don't forget faces. So she do YouTube, and she don't like the way she be talking because she takes Kevin Samuel's PowerPoints and she twists them to a where she's not understanding what she's really saying. Like, she took the black statistic of 80% of women are overweight. Like, the majority of black women are overweight than their men. and I don't really kind of believe that statistic because, like, I don't know for sure how well it actually goes and how accurate it is. But from my experience of like living around my people and living in the world in multiple places, I see a lot of heavy set people. But Kev always pointed out about this cheating thing, because high value man, usually get caught cheating, and he always time and time again tried to explain to people that, one, if you're not in the game, shut your fucking mouth, and two, he ain't talking, and he said this many times, I'm not talking to my Bible thumpers, although I believe in God and all this, I'm still gonna live my way. Because the New Testament thing I was telling you about how y'all just throw away the law and just say, I believe in God, but I'm going to do things my way. So Kev was kind of doing that, like we all do. All of us, We pick what what, you know what I mean? Whatever. I ain't judging nobody. But, he tried to explain that there's levels to reality of men. There are men of valor and the real Lord, and you know what I mean? They take the rules of the wife thing. And then there's other men of the Lord that take the rules of the wife and the concubine thing. Because that's the levels. The regular man, average man can't afford to have concubines. The Lord knows this. That's why he said if you don't have your money right, you can't have a concubine. You can't support two women. You don't have enough brain power nor money, so when they start having kids, you're not going to have a bunch of vagabonds out here. The Lord doesn't like people doing that. And so I've watched this woman talk a couple of times on other shows, roasting bitches with Kevin's points, roasting chicks, and she's not even a fucking 8 or nothing. She's dragging on other chicks about being fat and all these little different things. Everything that Kev used to do with the dun 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 and all the jokes and shit. So she took a lot of his PowerPoints and made it her own, and she's getting like up there in the internet world. So this little white girl wanted to expose her, and she starts bringing up this girl's entire fucking life and stuff. It's like weird. Like, so she just exposes that the things she talks to and the lifestyle she lives is not the same. And you can't be teaching people things if you're not even living the life that you say you're living. And then she's talking about all this stuff. Now I want to skip ahead and let these men get their little speech in so I can get to the point of the actual video, my video. And they just they're roasting her because they get to this point of she uses a PowerPoint from Kev Samuels and says it's okay when a man cheats, a husband cheats and stuff, right? No, the fuck it's not. And I don't know where y'all even if you think that's what Kevin was saying, you're an idiot. Kevin said your wife has to know, and you come to a mutual agreement that this is not I'm gonna cheat every day. It's not cheating because she knows about it, and you already discussed these things. You discussed your habits and whatever you're gonna do, whatever, right? So you know it's not cheating. And she openly made herself look a fucking idiot and said, yeah, I'd let my man cheat on me. And then these niggas start clowning on her like, yo, and they even say the point of, if you want to have an open relationship that you know about your man stepping out from time to time, that's not cheating, idiot. And you're literally on camera saying it's okay for a man to cheat on me. And then the people that were interviewing her was like, how many times? And she said, well, damn, I don't know how many times, but I ain't gonna let it happen too many times. And that's like not good as a woman to announce to the world, you can treat me like shit like this or whatever. So this is where I want to get to my point, and hopefully I get a little wasted a lot of time. So that brought up a biblical question. So you know that's what I do. So I'm gonna try to answer this biblical question the best way I know how, and say what I still.
Like betraying your trust. Let me be generous. Let me be good faith. Yeah. Maybe what Pearl's saying is like, I would allow a dynamic in which my man could step out, and like I would be fine with it. Okay, that's not the same. That's not cheating. When you say cheating, that means that he is betraying your trust. That means that you guys have come to an agreement, and this person's stepping outside of that. Now, if you're saying you want a one-sided open relationship, just say that. Stop saying cheating if that's not what you mean. But if you're saying you would allow somebody to cheat on you regularly, you're a loser. Okay, sorry. You want to get in a, that's how I would see you. I would never take someone like that seriously. You can't even assert your own boundaries and keep something in terms of the sanctity of your relationship solid. How are you going to educate your kids in terms of respecting themselves and respecting their dynamic? How are you as a Christian woman going to educate your children in that life while at the same time doing something that's completely as one of the worst sins in Christianity? Sorry, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But anyways, if I'm being good faith, that's what I think she might have meant.
I wouldn't say worst sin, but whatever.
I mean, it's one of the only sins for which you can break your marriage.
But it's not one of the worst sins.
No?
No.
Why not?
It's not.
If it's one of the only things that you can do to break a marriage, how would you say it's not the worst sin?
Because
you could do a lot in a marriage.
Yeah, because it didn't happen. It's not sin is not necessarily inherently within the marriage. There's other sins that exist, right? And the worst sin, I believe, is killing yourself.
Yes, that is one of the worst. Okay, you don't think adultery is in the top 5?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
That's a good one, but that ain't the main thing. It's about cheating. So we're gonna talk about this for a couple minutes. I'm gonna give my opinion what I think some of the worst sins are, because I think a lot and I've seen a lot, and my father allows me, unfortunately, to see and think of these things and not drive myself mad. A lot of my anger comes from exploring the depths of people's madness. You know, when you actually see how bad it is, and you have to peer in the soul of madmen to understand them. So, you know, you can stop the others that may be going down that road. Now, right off the rip, I'll top all of the things they're gonna say or may have said. They're gonna start saying, you know, kill yourself, harm, you know what I mean? Right off the rip, hurting yourself is very bad, one of the worst. So he's definitely right about that, because you're robbing the Lord of your life, the life force, your very existence. That shows no appreciation for your existence. So you're telling the Creator, you're wrong for allowing me to exist, even though all these other people that, you know, don't exist. Get it? Now, I'll destroy that easily. Harming children. That's the thing the Most High hates the most. The book says so. You know how, like, songs like Trick Daddy love the kids? You ever hear anybody say they love the kids? It's because they got that from my father. My father made that slogan up. I love the kids. Don't harm the children, or I'm going to pound you to dust. I erase you out of existence. And you know, he kind of talks about that a lot, like, you know, kind of who the Lord fights for the most. The children, the helpless. They're the most helpless. So, you know, you can harm an adult sexually. What's worse, an adult or a kid? Get it? You see how anything you do to an adult, as soon as you go to the kids, it automatically should trigger in your mind like, yeah, that's fuck. And someone that hurts another person, you want to lock them up. Someone that hurts a kid, we all judge them to death immediately. We don't kill them, we lock them up. But in our minds, we're like, I'll kill this guy. If I ever see this guy, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because deep in your heart, you know that's one of the worst things you can ever do is harm a child in any way. Turning your back completely on God and siding with evil, which will eventually lead you to hurting kids. No matter what sin I'll say is the worst, it'll always connect to going back to hurting children. You know, like abortion. You know, like making very bad music and then allowing kids to listen to it and warping their brains. It's one thing for adults, but you know, the kids, they don't stand a chance against this type of warfare. Let's jump off of that.
But
Is adultery?
I think murder is worse. That's top 5. There's 7, nigga. Like, stop. No. There's 7 deadly sins.
Adultery is considered a great sin.
It's a great sin, but it's just 7 main sins. There's 7.
This is what it says in
So
Genesis
it's top-
20. It says maintaining a primary bond with one spouse is essential. Failing to hold one's spouses at the most important human relationship is the beginning of problems.
That's according to Genesis. But there's the New Testament and the Old Testament.
Okay. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die.
According to Genesis, that's in the Old Testament.
This is Leviticus.
My nigga.
I don't know Bible stuff. Hold on. Hey,
That's not your lane.
Hey.
It's funny that they're called Abba and Preach. Get it? I'm the preacher, though. I know about the Bible, and I bring up Leviticus, all the time. And you said my favorite thing I like to talk about your Christian views. That's the old ways. We don't do the old ways no more. You see how I keep saying that about yous? We don't want to do the old law. No. Don't put me to death for sleeping with your wife. I don't want you to have that authority as a man. I just want to be locked up. Oh yeah, you can't get locked up for sleeping with somebody's wife. You just gotta take it and then you get divorced and that man steals half your shit and your wife. I wonder why the Most High said put him to death. Oh yeah, because he's killing that other man and that man might harm himself. Oh yeah, and self-delete? Duh. So you caused the man to delete himself? Get it? You see how the chain of events go? Now, as I always bring up on this channel, you people's faith rely in one book, and he said the famous thing, well, that's the old way, what's the new law? Where's the new law? What the New Testament tell you to do when people cheat? Because last time I checked, I didn't see any new laws. And the guy you pray to, the guy you say, I love and stuff, he said, I came to fulfill the law. I'm going to do all the laws. What laws was he talking about if there ain't no laws in the New Testament? Oh yeah, he said, I came to fulfill the law of the prophets. The Levi guy he just brought up. Levi. So if your Lord or the guy you think's going to save you, if he said he has to do the law, and he said follow my way, that means you have to do the law. You get it? No, yous don't get that. Yous like to disrespect the person you say you love. I love him. He went on and he died for my sins. He died and followed all the law, so you don't have to. So what law do I get to decide to not follow anymore? Do I get to steal? He died so I can do whatever I want. You see how it's division? But you won't divide from we can destroy each other. You won't divide from that. You'll tell me, well, you believe in the old law, so we can't kill each and steal from each other. But we ain't gonna follow those old laws, the Leviticus food laws. The Leviticus how to deal with people and the, wife, the relationships and shit. See, Leviticus just ain't about food. It's about how to conduct yourself in these things that we call relationships and ideals and things, right? So, that's a very big thing of faith I like to bring to a lot of people's attention of why are we getting rid of all these old laws? When when you catch that man in bed with your wife, the first thing you do is you murder, strangling someone comes to your mind, rage, and then the Lord comes over you, the law comes over you, and you say, no, I'm not going to jail for this. I'm going to break up with her, and I'm going to divorce her. I want to break her face. That's why we usually punch the doors and break shit in the house. You bitch! We start breaking everything, which depletes your pockets. You destroy your own shit. Get it? Because you know you need to harm something. You need to release this physical rage within you, or it's going to eat you up inside. And good men know, go punch the punching bag. Let me go rip the refrigerator door off and something, because if I touch a person, their bones are not going to take this pressure.
Never step on Quran shit.
Hey.
That's not your lane.
Hey, listen. I don't be stepping up on that shit. The Muslims be getting mad. Okay?
Exactly.
Listen, Leviticus sounds kind of fire. Leviticus? Hey,
Leviticus.
Leviticus. Genesis. All them niggas.
That's
old niggas said, fuck.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to...
Old Testament, nigga.
Okay, you know what? My Christians. I said top 5.
There's 7 deadly sins, nigga.
There's 7, but there's more sins beyond that. I said, is it one of the most serious ones? And you said no.
No, it's not.
Okay. We having a biblical
7.
Hey, Ruslan, give these comments. Who? Ruslan, he's the Christian YouTuber.
Not me, but you need to get me in there.
Comments sometimes. He about to be on this.
I'm about to be on that.
No what?
He wants to interview you.
I want to interview.
Interview, yeah.
Wow.
I want to interview
He
you.
has very insightful stuff. Don't worry. It's not like he's gonna slap you over the head with a
I don't
slap.
know if he does.
He's good. He's cool.
That's not bad.
Especially considering she's on her dad's dime.
Number one, I'm sorry I'm not a brokey. My dad yells at me for accounting every month, and I have to organize business expenses versus personal. So my dad does yell at me when I pull out cash because he can't see what he's spending on.
Pearl reminds me of Pearl from SpongeBob, asking her dad, Mr. Krabs, for money.
How much is all this costing me?
Here's the receipt.
Yo.
Oh,
Roasted
Daddy,
this chick.
you got me everything I wanted.
She also reminds me of Mr. Krabs' daughter because he wants her to be a star and he's paying her way to do so.
Sorry. That was a crazy.
I notice things a lot. You know what's really funny about the thing the white girl says? She's playing a video of SpongeBob and the thing she's talking about. And she's making fun of Pearl and saying that she is the crab's daughter, which is a whale, and, is living off her rich daddy. The girl she's talking about is really rich, living off her fucking daddy, talking this Kevin Samuel PowerPoint shit. And then said, paying her to be a star, the cartoon, and then her daddy's really rich, so, he's probably funding her to become the star. And, they're showing a cartoon, and the whale has a P on her shirt. Her name's Paula, or whatever. And the girl's making fun of her of a cartoon, and it fits the exact situation of life that this real person's in, and they just so happen to have the letter of the person's real name. I don't believe in coincidences like those. I believe it's a fucking ruse. Get it? I keep telling you people, they watch us, they see what we do that works, and then they steal it, and then they go run with it. And they got money to fucking just put their kids up and just say, here, run with that. Or they don't tell them to run with it, but she may have wanted to do it on her own. I see this dude's PowerPoints, there's no female Kevin Samuels, and there's no white girl Kevin Samuels. So if I start saying what that fucking black man said, and she likes black men, get it? I mean, I don't know who else she dates, but this girl that's roasting her showed a picture of her last boyfriend. He's a heavy-set black guy that was broke. A homeless, broken black guy got with a millionaire's daughter. Does that even sound normal? That has all these standards, quoting Kev Samuels and shit, wanting to be with a high-value man. that's weird as fuck. It's not even living up to what, like, that's like saying Kev getting caught with one of the big girls and shit. Like, they catch the nigga with the big girl, Big Shirley and shit, and be like, yo, this is who you dating, nigga? Ah, we ain't listening to you. Kev would have got roasted. Kev would have been like, yo, you nigga. All his fans would have been like, yo, dog, I ain't listening to shit no more. You talking all this shit, and you with Big Shirley on the low. Know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but to me, I've been watching this internet shit, and I be seeing a lot of fake shit. And that's what I mean by, like, watch who you watch. Like, a lot of these dudes and women, they're fake. They're fake. They are fake. They're there to entertain and cause bullshit controversies and shit. Not have you thinking about real shit. Anyway, I'm a little getting belligerent. But, yeah, that was about as much as they were going with the religious thing. I hope I ain't make anybody mad with that little thing, but I ain't really say nothing too wrong, and I just brought up what division and thinking points that people do have. He openly said it. That's the old way. There's the new book. Well, the new book ain't got no how to handle things. So where are the laws? Oh yeah, back there with Levi and them, and the Most High that wrote the law. And y'all don't want to fight. Y'all sure don't want to go back to the Most High way, and then say there's a new way. But y'all ain't got no law. What do you mean? If there's a new way, where is it? You explain it to me. And it got to be like the old way, detailing every part of life. But there ain't that. Because there's only one way. There's only one law. Get it? Now, the law is very brutal. I understand. My father's brutal. Don't cheat on people. Don't do things to get pummeled.